That schedule release made it so I cannot wait for the Indiana Fever season to start. Unfortunately, that is not until May. It's gonna be May. I mean, like, we need to see this team on the court. We need to see what they look like with Stephanie White at the helm. Obviously, the Fever heavily used Kelsey Mitchell to promote the schedule release and everything involved with that, which is noteworthy. Well, maybe it's noteworthy. You can read into it what you will, but she was on the official schedule release graphic, and she's also on the All-Star graphic that they put out there. Front, not quite center, but prominently featured on the Indiana All-Star graphic. So that was one thing that was noteworthy about the schedule release from the Fever. And then there is just this feverish anticipation that is building up. And one of the players on the team is feeling it, that being Lexie Hull. Bree Lurkey, who posts a lot of photos around Caitlin Clark and the Fever, had a message saying, "Is it May yet?" There you see Kelsey Mitchell again. You've got Clark and Boston sharing a laugh. Kelsey with Katie Lou Samuelson behind her. There was a series of photos that she shared, a series of them. One of them was put on Lexie Hull's Instagram story because Lexie responded, "Miss it," to this. Caitlin Clark yapping per usual. So I guess you could say Lexie Hull is yearning for Caitlin Clark's yapping. And we're all, we want to see this team back together again. It was exciting. Remember when they had all those games bunched up at one time? That was nuts, right? Like they played so many games in such a short period of time. I felt like I was covering a game every day. But now it's like this massive drought since we last saw the Indiana Fever play. And it's still months and months away, where even these little morsels feel like meals when you're starving like this. Lexie Hull also did a recent interview where she spoke as part of. I'll put the full YouTube link in the description, but she talked about her friendship with Caitlin Clark in this interview series that she did.
This is your third season in the WNBA. And this year you got to be on the court with Caitlin Clark, and you also struck up a friendship with her. Can you talk about how important it is to have that camaraderie on and off the court?
I think it was important to get to know her off the court because I do think that, connections, getting to know people really play a part in the success of teams. And it's really awesome to get to know her as well because she's a great person, but you have all these expectations put on her, and our team has put on her, and fans have put on her. So to see her kind of be so mature in that transition, it's been really awesome. And I'm just really proud to, have her on the team, and it's been exciting.
That was the She for Sports YouTube channel that was taken from. But, you can see the bond that Lexie Hull and Caitlin Clark have formed, and that takes form on the court. It takes shape on the court as well, because Lexie Hull has become a knockdown shooter. She makes all the hustle plays. And when you look at the Fever and you look toward their future, you identify Clark. You identify, obviously, the new coach, Stephanie White, Aaliyah Boston, Kelsey Mitchell, and I think Lexie Hull. The rest of that roster needs to be shaped. We'll see what the expansion draft brings. We'll see what free agency brings, what the WNBA draft brings. But that feels like a heck of a core four for the Indiana Fever. And one of those players is just as excited about the season finally coming around when it indeed does, even if it's just to get an earful from Caitlin Clark.